Good evening, and welcome to the class of 2023's commencement ceremony. Just a few announcements. The restrooms are to my right, and you will be able to exit in an emergency out of the exits that say exit. So please make sure if you have any emergencies, we do have a nurse that is on site that can help with that. So please be sure to talk with one of our security or our staff that are here in the audience. And now we are ready to present the processional. please stand for the presentation of colors? I would now like to call up Drew Carrillo for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Please remain standing for the exit of the color guard. Please be seated. Good evening, family members, Board of Trustees, district officials, and most of all, graduates. We are proud of the Slover Mountain High School Model Schools class of 2023. At this time, I am pleased to introduce the members of the Colton Joint Unified School District's Board of Trustees who are with us tonight. First, Ms. Joanne Thoring Ojeda, Board President. Mr. Dan Flores, Clerk. Mr. Israel Fuentes, trustee. Ms. Pat Haro, trustee. And next, our district administrators. Dr. Frank Miranda, our superintendent. Mr. Dade, assistant superintendent of human resources. Mr. Gregory Fromm, assistant superintendent of business services. Dr. Anthony Ortiz, assistant superintendent of student services. And Dr. Tina Peterson, assistant superintendent of educational services. I would also like to ask for all the directors and coordinators to stand to be recognized at this time that are with us tonight. Thank you. These are the individuals who do all the work behind the scenes that make it possible to provide an education for our students in this district. We thank you all for coming to honor our students tonight. Now I would like all of Slover Mountain High School and Washington High School staff to stand and be recognized at this time. Without the dedication and hard work, this would not be possible. This evening's event is a tribute to also all of you. It takes the entire team working together in order for each student to succeed in earning their high school diploma. And these folks get up every day and do what they do best because they feel the meaning and purpose of their jobs when we reach this all-important graduation day. Thank you very much. Now I am pleased to welcome Board President Thorin Ojeda for her message.
Good evening, class of 2023 and invited guests. Graduates, today's your day, one you've dreamt about, I hope, for so many years, and here you are. I'm here speaking to you tonight as president of the school board, spokesperson for my colleagues, and advocate for you, our students of Colton Joint Unified. The board's goal is not only to prepare you for tonight, but also to prepare you for your continued success as you move on to fulfill the dreams you have. I'm going to share a few things from an article that I found written by a grandmother quite some time ago on how to always have a happy life. Because no matter what you do in your life, make sure that you do it and looking for happiness as you venture through each and every day. A couple of those things that she mentions in here. She says, always remember, everyone has problems and challenges in life. But remember when you're thinking about how you're going to solve those problems and challenges, life is about balance. Be kind. Don't let people abuse you. Trust, but don't be deceived. Be content, but never stop improving yourself. Don't quit, and don't ever lose hope. Always make sure when you get advice, you're getting advice from safe people, people who really have your best interests at heart. You can overcome any challenge in life. You just have to be patient and make sure you're making wise choices how you get there. Be courageous as you think positively towards finding your answers. No matter what you're going through, don't ever give up. Never stop trying. When you get your wits' end, give it one more try. Also, the most important thing, if you want to get where you want to go in life and you want to be happy, be courageous to go for what you want. Life is all about risk. You're here tonight, you're graduating from high school because you took a risk and gave it everything you had. And look at, you're sitting here. That's so encouraging and it's so exciting for all of us up here as well as for you. If you don't take a risk, you'll never get the desires of your heart. If you didn't push yourself, you wouldn't be sitting here tonight. You did it. If you don't step forward, you will remain in the same place. Success requires hard work. You have to do the work. but work hard in silence. Let your success be your noise. If you make it, people are going to know. In other words, don't be boastful, be very humble. Succeeding is not about dreaming. Achievement comes from having a dream and busting your backside to make that dream a reality. Amazingly, keeping it up, years later, you'll be an overnight success. Like completing tonight. It took you years to get here, but you're really successful because you did it. I've shared a couple of things, advice from a grandma, and being a grandma myself, I know this is true. Listen, I hope you think about these things tonight that I said tonight, and as you're experiencing some troubles in your life, give yourself time to think about it, think it through, find safe people, do what's right for you that's going to make you happy. Take what you heard tonight, take what you want, leave the rest. Know that the Board of Education, the administration, staff, and community of Colton Joint Unified wish you a very bright and happy future wherever you go and whatever you do. Make your life the best life that you can possibly live. It's up to you. Choose to create happiness in all that you do, because you won't be sorry if you do that. So I'm going to end with this. Life is too short. Grudges are a waste of time. Laugh when you can. Apologize when you should, even if it may be hard. Let go of what you can't change. Love deeply and forgive quickly. Life is too short to be unhappy. Choose to find happiness in everything that you do. I call that developing an attitude of gratitude. Congratulations. We're so proud that you're here tonight. Good luck.
Thank you, Board President Thoring Ojeda. Next, we will have the principal's message from Washington High School, Mr. Torres.
Congratulations, Washington High School's class of 2023. Let's give them a round of applause. Way to go, Hawks. First, I would like to thank our school board, Dr. Frank Miranda, Superintendent, and the Executive Cabinet for their support of Washington High School as we have transitioned from a traditional independent study program to an online course-based study program. You, the class of 2023, are our first class to graduate from our virtual program. Congratulations. Thank you to all the parents and families for providing you the support and resources to work independently from home. Over the past 4 years, we have had to look at how technology in school has changed significantly. Who would have thought when you entered high school in the fall of 2019 that you would be graduating from high school after attending totally online classes for most of your high school career? In my conversations with you, you've shared that you enjoyed the flexibility and the time management skills that you had to learn to be successful in our program. You especially enjoyed connecting with your teachers and appreciate their support and encouragement. As we sit here celebrating your graduation, I am in awe of all the perseverance, resilience, and flexibility you have shown the past 4 years. You are amazing. I wish you the best in your future endeavors, especially those who have been accepted to universities and colleges and whatever walk of life you will choose. Good luck to our students who will be attending University of Houston, Cal State San Bernardino, and some of our local community colleges. I leave you with the quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Thank you, class of 2023, for leaving a trail for all future Hawks who graduate through our independent study program. May you find happiness and success in your life's journey. Thank you.
So, you know, Miss Hampton is a little different. So I don't have a traditional speech. I wanted to write you a poem instead. It's called You Are Greatness. You are not who you showed up as on day one. You've grown and you've blossomed before our very eyes, taking risk and digging into your discomfort only to emerge a beast, roaring like only a Slover cougar can, kicking down walls and breaking barriers that once held you back, but through the destruction, you reconstructed, resilient and victorious, reaching the potential we all knew you had, because you are individuals destined for greatness. You heard the talk, but decided to walk a different walk, slowly jogging while others may have sprinted a slow, heavy race. Hungry for gaining personal success while others may have tried to spoon feed you negativity. Instead of letting those bites fill you up, you took those nasty ingredients and chopped them, shred them, seasoned them, stirred them, and became a top shelf chef, cooking up your own feast of positive vibes and triumphs, because why? You're individuals destined for greatness. You showed up to play day after day, not just for physical sports and PE, but for the other E game. We call that education, where you may not always have the controller in your hand nor the playbook with the cool tricks and shortcuts, but you just try. Navigating through hills and valleys, not knowing what's on the other side, but use your academic weaponry, your experiences, your knowledge, resources, intrinsic motivation to show up and do something different. Where practice may have not always made perfect, but it did guide you to successfully completing each level one at a time. And why? Because you are individuals destined for greatness. And then you move on into a world of musical notes. For my musicians out there, highs and lows, treble and bass, strings, horns, and percussion. Respectfully different in individual sound, but working all together as one. Diversity at its best. Complementing one another, creating melodic masterpieces, genre after genre that we all groove to. Hearts and souls poured into the work, made with love for all people to love. With a common goal, to be what? A best-selling #1 platinum hit, a classic withstanding the test of time. Just like each one of you, different in looks, beliefs, ideas, strengths, and passions, but with a common goal to reach your dreams. Why? Because you are destined for greatness. Use your greatness to make an impact. Uplift others, remembering the pick-me-up that grounded you, the love someone sprinkled you, helping to nurture the seed that had already been planted and then continued to be cared for, and you grew into beautiful bouquets as you sit here today. Spread kindness even in the midst of negativity, not because it's just the right thing to do, because you know what that hurt feels like. Make positive changes that generations before you may have failed at, but the ones you want to see as you continue to live. Why? Because you're not just destined for greatness, you are greatness. Thank you. And to my parents, we can never forget about the parents, friends, and family members who support our students daily. Thank you for trusting your student with us. Thank you for your phone calls, your text messages, visits, and social media messages that advocated for your student. Thank you for believing they could do it when they might have doubted themselves, and others also questioned whether they would make it to graduation today. Continue to support them even as they graduate today and move on to adulthood. They will need you. We appreciate you, and they could not have done it without you. We could not have done it without you, and we applaud you.
Y una cosa más. No nos podemos olvidar de los padres, amigos y miembros de la familia que diariamente apoyan a nuestros estudiantes. Gracias por confiar en nosotros con sus estudiantes. Gracias por todas sus llamadas, mensajes de texto, visitas y mensajes en las redes sociales que obligaron a su estudiante. Gracias por creer que lo podían lograr cuando quizás ellos dudaron de sí mismos u otros cuestionaron si se iban a graduar o no. Continué apoyándolos, incluso cuando gradúen y lleguen a la edad adulta. Los van a necesitar. Los apreciamos y sus estudiantes no hubieran podido hacer esto sin ustedes. Nosotros tampoco hubiéramos podido hacer esto sin ustedes. Aplausos para usted. Thank you. And next up, I would like to bring our student speakers to the podium. We have from Washington High School, Yadira Romero, or Yahaira Romero.
Hi, my name is Yahara, and hello to everyone who was able to make it out here for our class of 2023 ceremony, and to our loved ones who weren't able to make it here today due to passing. Most importantly, congratulations to every single one of you guys here in your cap and gowns. It sounds so crazy hearing myself up here today giving a graduation speech. It's even crazier knowing that I started freshman year with a couple of you guys in the crowd. In fact, just 2 years ago, I was thinking about dropping out and starting work because I would rarely like to go to school, and I was even late on late starts. My senior year was done at home with independent study program. This was the best decision I've ever made because I was at home completing my senior year and at the same time working to get money. I want to thank the independent study program and the teachers especially for pushing me to finish strong. And now I'm enrolled in college that I will start next month. Mr. Salazar, thank you. Mr. Boons, thank you. Miss Elizabeth, thank you. And Mr. Johnson, thank you. They always made sure that I knew there was gonna be someone there pushing me to do better because there was times where I felt like life was just testing me. Now it's time for all of us to turn this page in the story of our lives and to begin writing a new chapter. In this new chapter, we aren't being told what to write, but instead, for the first time in our lives, we are in control of what happens next. Our book is firmly in our own hands now. I wish our class of 2023 graduates nothing but the best, and congratulations to each one of you guys. You guys deserve it. And in case no one has told you, I am so proud of you. You've made it so far, and I know life isn't as easy as it seems, but I would think we would do just fine. Congratulations.
Great job. Next up, we have Silver Mountain High School's Jasmine Rodriguez.
All right. Hey, good evening, everyone. My name is Jasmine Marie Rodriguez, or better known as Jazzy. I will be getting to my speech, but I would like to say something to my mother. That if it wasn't for you, I could not be here at all, and I mean that from every part of my being. Nancy Munoz has not only been my mother, but my defender, my motivator, my supporter, and my friend. As a kid, and even recently, I would apologize that I was her daughter because you will never ever know a more kind, brave, and selfless person, and I didn't understand why she got an unmotivated, negative daughter. But she knew I was more than my disabilities and more than my self-doubt. I would not be up here without her, mainly because she forced me and made me stay at Slover. And you can give my mother credit for every good quality I have because it mirrors hers. With this, I also want to give thanks to my sister, Marisa, who always kept it blunt with me and truly one of the the people who really know me. My father, who genuinely pushed me and always wanted the best for me. You inspired me to never settle and achieve the most. And if you ever wonder why I take so many photos and talk so much about memories, blame my grandmother. I extend my gratitude to her for instilling the importance of remembering these moments and being there for all of them. I want to mention all my family, but they know the little things. To end on the blood family note, I want to thank my grandfather, Honey, who I wouldn't be here without. One reason being he's my ride everywhere to school. He drove me to practice this morning, but he is the most selfless person, and he's never got his high school diploma. But after driving me every day since kindergarten to here today and listening to all my stories and rants, he deserves this diploma. This diploma is his as it is mine. I love you. To prepare for today, I've watched countless speeches to see what I should do, yet they all felt very professional and serious, very motivational, which is all sweet, but I would like to leave y'all on a note that is more me, which is sappy, corny, and a reminiscing type speech. Before I get more on the mushy, sentimental stuff, which I adore, I'm gonna take a second to talk about me. Today, giving a speech, I am not your valedictorian, actually far from it. Yet I've achieved so much, and while I would like to say it wasn't always like that, it pretty much always was. Always needing to be that overachiever, yet being here today was not an overnight process. As much as I wish it was, from being top of my class, opportunity for early graduation, to me being dropped from those advanced classes and at risk for no graduation at all. A common story for most students at Slover or any continuation school, enrolling in this school as a second chance and using it to impact their future. To be able to say I turned failure into success is something that I should be proud of, yet for so long I had to see that I had to fail to get there. Yet I turned it all around and achieved so much opportunities that I never even expected for myself. That's when everyone else expected for me. I would love to be humble, but when you've gone through what I've gone through, you want to brag a little bit. I've been sick since I was 3 months old. I've had dozens of diagnoses and a variety of physical limitations. But that's all the sad, lame stuff, and that is not who I am. I've had so many struggles, like many of y'all, but maybe not be the exact same, but I know it wasn't all glitter and rainbows for us all. But with this, I stand in front of a graduating class of people who did it. I've matured so much and have shifted my focus to really apply myself to the future. No one is ever really ready for the future, but I'll get there. I will get my college degree. I will have a successful career. I will see Taylor Swift in concert. I will be happy. I will be prosperous. There are so many wills I will do, and I'm excited and proud of myself already because I know I'm gonna do it. With this, I go into my favorite quote that I've lived wholeheartedly by. If there's a will, there's a way. With this quote, it means that if you want something so bad, you will have that resilience and be able to achieve it. And here at Slover, I have met some of the most willing people ever, in which I don't have a doubt in my mind they will find a way for everything and anything and live that prosperous life I know each and every single one of you deserve. I am proud to say I graduated, but I'm even prouder to say that I graduated with such a genuine, passionate, humble, courageous, fun, kind-hearted people. I want to express my gratitude and appreciation to any person I've said hello to, sat next to in class, was my partner on a field trip, laughed at my stories or jokes. I would not have had it in me to show up to school on the daily or be motivated to be so involved if it wasn't for me to be excited to be on campus to be around all of you. If I could give you all your hopes and dreams, I would. But knowing y'all, I know you guys can do that on your own. I don't think that I could say enough up here to ever capture my gratitude. I really do love you all and never be a stranger. And I have a few honorable mentions. Joanny Moreno, a friend I've known since kindergarten, and I never knew how important she would be to my life. Met her on my 3rd day at Slover, and we've been stuck every day since. My support system within Slover, from since I got there and gained a stronger relationship, Giselle Gonzalez, Savannah Hernandez, Angie Gomez, Soraya Miranda, Carmen Hildegardo, Michelle Urera, Jasmine Ariola, Bella Priento, and anyone that I was ever office aide with. You guys are the best. And some mentions to my friends from the outside. Hazel Bungay, that we made a promise our freshman year that we would both be speaking at our graduation. This Tuesday, she spoke at her Bloomington graduation, and me here today. Our promise was fulfilled. I want to do a shout out to Marlene Soto, Jasmine Garcia, Kevin Apreciado, and Alex Martinez. These people have been with me every step of the way, and I would not have this diploma without the support and genuine friendship from these people. A mention to my teachers and staff who's pushed me to be here. Mr. Fatlin, Mr. Davila, Ms. Fleischer, Ms. Hernandez, my film studies teacher, and everyone I've ever met at Slover. Miriam, who was never just an attendance lady, she became a friend, a role model to me, and pushed me harder than I could ever push myself, and saw and sees me more than I see myself. Shout out to my counselor, Ms. Garcia, and my other counselor, Ms. Molindor, who pushed me more than I can ever be thankful enough for. To people I did not mention by name, or you think I do not know your name, or notice your existence, I have seen the smirks from backs of classrooms when my friends are telling a story too loud. I've admired stories I've heard through my halls. I've noticed an empty seat of a kid that I've had to walk by to get to mine. I read every name of a pass I handed out. I memorized different faces as I passed through the halls. Known people from a friend of a friend. It's a small school, you get to love everybody. However a close relationship was or wasn't, I am proud of every single one of you guys. Congratulations, class of 2023.
I'd like to call up Ayanna Williamson to speak for Washington High School.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ayanna Williamson. I would like to start by saying thank you to Mr. Torres, our principal, for allowing me the chance to speak to you all today, as well as to all of you guys for coming to support your graduates. I would also like to give a congratulations to the entire class of 2023 because I know it wasn't easy. We have all worked incredibly hard to reach this point, and while there may have been many ups and downs along the way, we can all be proud of what we have accomplished. As a student, who experienced in-person classroom instruction and switching onto online independent study, I can attest to how hard it's been. I was forced to be up on time for class, create a set schedule for myself, and manage my time effectively, which was pretty hard, and I'm sure we all struggled with. There's something about being able to complete an Edgenuity lab in my pajamas. I'm just saying. At one point, I didn't even think I was gonna make it here today. I had to take 3 additional courses in 2 consecutive semesters just to get enough credits to get to this point. But with determination, perseverance, and of course my mother, I'm here standing here today. And with that being said, I would like to congratulate the entire graduating class of 2023 for a job well done. We have truly been able to do what no other class has done before. As we look towards the future, it is natural to feel a sense of excitement and uncertainty. Many of us will be moving on to colleges, some of us will be starting new jobs, and others of us will have other plans entirely. But no matter what lies ahead, let us not forget the lessons we have learned, the friendships we have made, and the experiences that have shaped us into the person we are today. As we move forward, I encourage each and every one of us to embrace change, to be open to new opportunities, and to never give up on our dreams. We have a bright future ahead of us, filled with endless possibilities, and I have no doubt that we will go on to achieve great things. Lastly, I would like to leave you all with this little token. Thoughts become things, so think positively and know that everything you envision for your life can and will be achieved. Thank you.
Next to the stage, we have Juan Serrano Mendoza, Slover Mountain High School. There you go.
Unlike my other competitors, no, not competitors, but my colleagues, I do not have a very detailed or long thing to say, but it is, well, I think it's insightful enough to be shared in the bittersweet sense of change and how one could change in such little time without even noticing it. My name is Juan Serrano Mendoza, and 3 years ago, I never thought I would ever amount to anything. I was convinced that I wasn't going to make it far even if I tried, but I disproved that as time went on. Friends, new and old, aided me through my journey in fighting in who I was and who I wanted to be. And to that I say, I'm only going to accomplish more, not just for my sake, but for everyone who stuck around and motivated me to even do so. The future is always in your hands, no matter the situation. When I first got here, yes, I was hesitant, yeah, but there was some teachers that helped me get adjusted to Slover. And those teachers were Miss Hall, Mr. Salas, and Miss Moro Nasato. Those people have shown me that Slover Mountain is a judge-free campus that wants to see everybody progress, no matter who you are. A thanks to my parents who support my dreams as a musician, same to my siblings. My final message to those here attending is to always remember to not take people for granted, as they are the ones who will always be there for you.
I'd like to call up Jennifer Baez Villanueva, Washington High School.
Good evening, graduates, families, teachers, and faculty. My name is Jennifer Baez Villanueva, and I'm honored to speak at today's ceremony. Before I begin, I want to thank my parents, my family, my friends, and all the teachers who have supported me and encouraged me and helped me to become the person I am today. Y a mis padres, gracias por su amor y su apoyo. Los quiero mucho. Today's a very special day because we made it. We've been told that countless times that 2023 would be our year, and it has finally came. From the first day of high school, many of us were faced with challenges from COVID to online learning, and many of us even struggled making connections with our friends and teachers. COVID took a lot from us, but through it all, we overcame. Through it all with hope for a better future. We are that future. Online school was very tough at first, but we got the hang of it. Some of us didn't want to return to in-person school, but I was one of those students. Online reminded me of the beauty of life and allowed me to improve and focus on my education. You see, in-person school was always challenging for me. I always struggled with my grades and retaining information. However, when I had the opportunity to do school online, everything changed for me. Suddenly, I was getting straight A's, and school got more interested for me. I didn't feel rushed, and I felt like I could do better. I could make better connections with my teachers and peers experience with in-person school. Although it was a difficult transition at first, I am grateful for the opportunity to learn at my own pace. Whether this experience applies to you or not, we have overcame a long way. We started in elementary school, from there we got promoted to middle school, and eventually ended up at high school. All those were big changes, but the biggest change is about to come, our future. We will make mistakes and choices that will shape the course of our future, but we must remember that mistakes will not define who we are. We will overcome challenges and fears, and that will make us a better people. I want to remind you that life is a journey and not the destination. It's about making mistakes and learning from them. It is our time to figure out how we can change the world, even with the smallest things. So to the class of 2023, yes, we made it, but we have so much more to learn. Thank you, and congrats to the class of 2023. We did it.
And our last student speaker of the evening, we have Sherilyn Lara from Slover Mountain High School.
Good evening, everyone. I hope we are all warm. It's very cold. My name is Sherilyn Lara, and I originally came from Colton High School. It has truly been an honor to have had the opportunity to attend Slover Mountain High, as well as it's been a great pleasure. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate the class of 2023. Graduating would not have been possible without the support from friends, family, and staff. Now, let's take a moment to really take it in. You are in your cap and gown. You should be beyond proud of yourself. Many of us sell ourselves short. Let's take pride in how far we've come, not just in school, but in our personal lives. We have worked so hard for this. This is a huge achievement. Despite the pandemic, quarantine, and distance learning, we showed efforts back in school and made graduating our goal. I would like to give a shout out to our lovely, astonishing counselors, Ms. Mollendor and Mrs. Garcia. We all know how much help they've been. They listen and they take action. They have both given me information about so many activities, projects, field trips, and opportunities that will help out with my future applications. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you both for being a big part of my Slover experience, my experience. Someone else that I'd like to thank is Slover's art teacher, Mrs. Mora Masato. I would always look forward to seeing her, whether it was in art class or ceramics. She has been very helpful and supportive of my hobbies. I enjoy her free spirit. She is a huge inspiration to me. Thank you, Mrs. M, for being a huge part of my Slover experience, my teacher, and my friend. I've always enjoyed coming to school because, and this is what I tell my friends from other schools, Slover cares. You cannot spell Slover without love. The teachers and staff care, and I've always felt welcome and wanted and felt like it's where I belonged. Teachers greeting you, staff greeting you, and them greeting each other. It's all a great environment. Miss Hampton and Miss Frejo always bring the energy to school. Miss T, Slover's librarian, is involved and helps set up library activities, I enjoy karaoke. I enjoyed karaoke on Friday nights. No, Friday school days. And I was always walking around with a smile on my face because I felt so peaceful and so happy. También le quiero dar gracias a mi familia, mi mamá, mi abuelita y mi abuelito. Muchas gracias por creer en mí. Hacen un esfuerzo para mí y mis hermanos. Los quiero mucho. My mom and grandparents have worked so hard for my brothers and I, for us to have a roof over our heads, always making sure that there is food on the table. I truly appreciate them. I love them with all my heart. They mean so much to me. My brothers and cousins as well, I acknowledge their support. I love my family. And well, I'd also like to thank my best friends, Andrew and Melissa. They are a huge part of my life. They are always there for me when I'm not feeling my best. Their efforts are always appreciated. I'm so glad I met them when I did, and I know our journey together will continue. I love you guys. Now I would like to share a few words from a song. You don't have to be a hero to save the world. It doesn't make you a narcissist to love yourself. You don't have to be a prodigy to be unique. You don't have to know what to say or what to think. You don't have to be anybody you can never be. These words are comforting to me. They are a reminder that I can just be myself and not strive to be perfect. I'm very proud of myself, who I am, my achievements, and how far I've come. Remember, our existence is very special. I could have been someone else, but it's you. Choose to make a positive impact, a good difference, break negative cycles, make yourself proud. Let's strive to make a better world, a big difference for our future and generations to come. Good luck to all of us. It was a pleasure to speak with you all. Thank you.
Can we please give all of our student speakers another big round of applause? And next we come to the portion of the commencement ceremony where we give out scholarships. There are plenty of students among us that plan on going on to post-secondary education goals, and we want to make sure that we support them in this effort. We also have with us the Give Back program, and I would like to call Give Back to the podium to say a few words, as there are scholarships to give out as well from Give Back.
Good evening, families and graduates. My name is Alicia Lambert, and I am with Give Back Something California, a mentorship scholarship program from the Resiliency Institute out of Loma Linda Health. This last school year, I had the opportunity to spend time with Colton Joint Unified Youth, and I am here to honor two exceptional youth who were part of our program, who have tremendous character and are dedicated to their future, and most important, are resilient. On behalf of our National Director, Bob Carr, our President, Dr. Amy Young, and the entire Give Back organization, it is my complete honor to offer a scholarship to Dolce Bishop, if you could come up, and to Joanny Moreno Gomez. If you could please come up. Congratulations to all graduates.
Next up, this particular student represented Slover Mountain High School very well at the state level for the California Continuation Education Association, in which she was able to give a speech in front of the entire conference, making it as the #1 speaker for California Continuation High Schools. I would like to call up Jasmine Rodriguez, who is receiving a scholarship from the California Continuation Education Association. I guess it is. We are very proud of you. Good job. Thank you. Last but certainly not least, Slover Mountain High School also has scholarships that we give out for students who plan on going on to post-secondary education. We have quite a few recipients this year. So once I call your name, please come up and get your envelope. Jessica Anaya. Dole J. Bishop. Jose Briseno Jr. Angie Gomez. Valerie Isita Olivaria. Sherlyn Lara. Serenity Lopez. Joanny Moreno Gomez. Welcome. Lisette Prieto. You're welcome. Jasmine Rodriguez. Gabriela Rubio. And Juan Valdivia. You're welcome. You're welcome. Congratulations. Slover Mountain High School wishes you the best in your educational endeavors as you graduate today and move on. Congratulations. Mr. Torres, would you join me, please? We are now at the point where we are at the presentation of the class of 2023. So ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the administration and staff of Slover Mountain High School and Washington High School, it gives us great pleasure to verify that the class of 2023 has met all graduation requirements of Slover Mountain High School, Washington High School, Colton Joint Unified School District, and the state of California. I asked Dr. Frank Miranda, our superintendent, to accept the class and present them to the Board of Education for conferring of the diplomas.
Thank you, Ms. Hampton. As superintendent of the Colton Joint Unified School District, I accept the class of 2023 as candidates for commencement, and I applaud the members of this class for their successful endeavors. Ms. Joanne Ojeda, I am pleased to present to you, as president of the Board of Trustees, the Slover Mountain class of 2023. And Washington High School, of course. Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Miranda. As the president of the Board of Education and on behalf of the Colton Joint Unified School District and the Board of Trustees, I am honored to begin conferring of diplomas and certificates and the presentation of the names from the class of 2023.
Okay, I think we are ready. First row, stand up.
Angel Marin. Aja Van.
Yahaira Vasquez Romero. Jennifer Baez Villanueva.
Ayana Williamson.
Sabrina Macedo.
Jeremy Frontino. Jada Nelson. Kevin Kuhn. Marina Hernandez.
Kaylee Trejo.
Juan Serrano Mendoza Jr. Jasmine Marie Rodriguez.
Sherlyn Lara. Damian D. Loera. Drew Krista Carrillo. Jesus Izaradas.
David Ramirez.
Andrea Maria Hoya.
Robert Salazar III. Isaac Louis Vidari. Rosa Jasmine Marquez Aquino.
Sofia Enriquez. Kimberly Gonzalez. Andrea Amador. Esmeralda Garcia Vargas.
Samira Margarita Cerati. Michaela Jade Smalls. Joseph Martinez.
Serenity Liliana Lopez. Ángel Ibarra Cisneros. Alicia Jacome Cuevas.
Natalie Osorio. Alejandra Martinez.
Jessica Yasmin Anaya. Eric Alcantar.
Brian Rodas de la Rosa. Justin Serrano.
Isaac Curry. Stephen Joel Darby.
Paul Alexander Ochoa Jr.
Stevie Lewis.
Marcus Ramirez.
Andres Lopez. Jalissa Nicole Chavira. Jade Marilyn Gonzalez. Cody James Bradley. Ethan Boyd Fernandez.
Joanny Lisbeth Moreno Gomez. Desiree Ortiz.
Jasmine Guadalupe Barba. Rigoberto Rojas. Lisbeth Sarai Acosta Mota. Dolce Bishop. Joshua Henriquez Abrantes. Juan Banuelos. Andy Garcia. Samuel Jose Jimenez Belmont. Javier Jesus Gonzalez.
Christian Turtle Martinez.
Leilani Fernandez.
Marissa Leanne Barajas.
Vilma del Socorro Valle Garcia III. Rachel Christine Ruiz. Brianna Monique Matorino.
Rina Faith Loera. Denise Gomez Sanchez.
Cynthia Martinez. Jessica Alexis Reynosa.
Carlos Enrique Diaz.
Michelle Esmeralda Valle.
Brian Garcia Roman.
Joe Roberto Perez. Alex Roberto Muro Navia. Christian Reyes.
Angel Aragon Delgado.
Manuel Rubio Aguilar. Álvaro Topete Vega. Slovers Captain Guillermo Zuniga.
Mia Casey Gill.
Brianna Magdaleno.
Ruby Hillary Bellman.
Haley Danielle Smith. Darlene Soleil Tinoco. Mia Nolani Perez.
Valerie Isita. Francesco Xavier Casillas Lafiandra. Jared Garcia.
Alex Caesar Rosales. Michelle Christina Uria. Lizette Isabella Prieto. Soraya Daleen Miranda.
Savannah Martina Hernandez. Angie Maria Gomez. Carmen Delay Hidalgo Martinez. Jasmine Ruby Arela. Darlene Gallegos. Iris Ibarra.
Dariana Tovar. Israel Ibarra. Madison Ramirez.
Stephanie Gonzalez Dimas.
Gabriela Ruby Rubio.
Angel Garcia.
Sara Victoria Perez Jimenez.
Mariah Enriquez. Derek Lopez. Osvaldo Josue Felix. Joshua Isaac.
Alvaro Velasquez Diaz. Mauricio Zamora Davalos.
Jose Angel Hernandez.
Martin Julian Piceno Jr.
Jose Ruben Briceño. Manuel Canes. Jose Manuel Jimenez Baez. Eric Basurto. Adolfo Galvan. Joe Ariada de Dios.
Victor Damian Madrid.
Mario Guzman. John J.J. Felix.
Diego Salmon. Juan Valdivia Jr. Maurice Paniagua. Omar Ramirez.
Dominic Herrera.
Julian Roberto Villa.
Carlos Andrew Galindo. Joey Anthony Areola. Jesse Garcia Rodriguez.
We'd also like to take a moment to recognize one of our students who would have been a senior and graduated this year, but he did pass away. We have a seat right in front for him. For Dylan Flores. We'd like to have just a moment of silence in remembrance of Dylan. We remember, we love him, and we congratulate him as well in memoriam. Thank you. And now, for the time everyone has been waiting on. It brings me great honor, along with Mr. Torres, to wish the class of 2023 from Slover Mountain High School and Washington High School official graduation congrats. So, you can now turn your tassel from right to left. You are graduates. Congratulations. We ask that all of our guests remain in the stands until our graduates have their recessional out of the stadium. You will be able to meet them in the parking lot. They will be going through the gym, and you can meet them in the parking lot. But we want to definitely give respect to our graduates on their way out. So please take some time just to sit and recognize them once more as they exit. Graduates, we're proud of you. First row, stand up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Great job.
I'm not sure if somebody got a picture or not. So absolutely. They're gonna miss you. Yeah, thank you, you too.